let us see how we create cooperative societies for aggregation to help farmers to aggregate quantities for better bargaining power, for shared services, for better bargaining in terms of inputs. So CSHL, we will ask you in this space, just like you have done in coffee, let's try also to encourage our farmers to get into cooperative societies so that we inject integrity in the leadership of our societies so that our farmers can again benefit from aggregation. You know, we are coming up with aggregation and industrial parks in every county, again to bring goods together where we can get cold room facilities so that when goods are perishable, they are able to be stored in a manner that they don't get destroyed and the farmers make losses. So there are many things we shall do together, and I will be quite happy to provide leadership in the avocado subsector. I will be quite happy to provide leadership. And for me, anything that I touch, I take it to the end. I don't leave it in the middle, and I don't give up. That word giving up is nowhere in my vocabulary. Nowhere. You know, and I say what the aggregators have said, please, we want you to expand your businesses. You know, we have shut down drinking during the day. So we want you to absorb these young men who are drinking to come and work. We have a good workforce, and I want to assure you, this war on alcohol and drug abuse, we are not relenting. It was affecting the most productive sector of our population. And for us, when this sector is working, it's good for the country because our young people have something to do. So the whole strategy is interfaced. As we are fighting alcohol, we must create employment for those people. We must create activities for them. Otherwise, we cannot just ask them to stop drinking and they have nowhere to go. So we'll work together, and we are keen to make sure that this sector is protected, this sector is helped to grow so that we can enlarge the acreage at avocado, so that we can increase our exports out of the country, so that we can increase earnings for our farmers. As an administration, we are more than ready to engage with stakeholders to make sure that farmers are happy. And I want to say, avocado is now part of each and every meal here in this residence, even in the State House. You play a very central role in our scheme of things. And it's everywhere. When I travel out of the country, avocado is there. What we need to do as a country is to make sure that is part of every meal everywhere in the world. The Kenyan avocado. Not just any other avocado. The Kenyan avocado should be in every meal all over the world so that we can increase our export quantities, earn the country more, make our farmers happier, enlarge the farms, make sure that we have as many farms as possible. As an administration, we are more than ready to engage with stakeholders to make sure that farmers are happy. And I want to say, avocado is now part of each and every meal here in this residence, even in the State House. You play a very central role in our scheme of things. And it's everywhere. When I travel out of the country, avocado is there. What we need to do as a country is to make sure that is part of every meal everywhere in the world. The Kenyan avocado. Not just any other avocado. The Kenyan avocado should be in every meal all over the world so that we can increase our export quantities, earn the country more, make our farmers happier, enlarge the farms, make sure that we have as many farms as possible. To processors, to exporters, and then our ministries. And I have already talked to the Commissioner General of KRI when I went outside. I want a meeting tomorrow so that just like we did in coffee, we look for first aid solution as we give the members of parliament time. You know, the laws also have a process. Once a law has been enacted, the process of dealing with it is also quite elaborate, and that is a law, and due process is also very important. But the beauty is that we have an opportunity to look for a temporary solution so that this trade can go on unhindered and everybody is okay. We'll set up a small task force. My chief of staff will coordinate with all the stakeholders so that all the issues you have raised now, they can sit down on as a smaller group and propose remedies on all issues that you have raised, so that if there are legislative issues that we need to enact, we'll do so. If we need to agree on what to do with the HCDA and KEFIS, we agree what we need to do. On the issues of marketing, on the issues of grading, all the issues you have raised will come up in the next 1 week with a task force, with you being represented, because you are the most important people in the whole of this setup. We'll have a few people in government, but the real stakeholders are yourselves, so that that task force can start working in earnest, and within 30 days we can have a report that is actionable. And then we can call you again to discuss the findings of the task report. Is that okay? And I want to say everything starts this way. This is a good beginning. At least we have sat. We know there is a problem. We acknowledge there is one, because that's the beginning of healing. First, you acknowledge there is a problem. Then you find out what is the problem. Then you find out how do you deal with the problem.